A quick note about emails. Emails. I'm aware that I'm still checking them after 9 at night tonight, which is why I'm making this little note to myself, which I'll share with you guys about how looking for emails coming in is a sign that I am still reliant on other people giving me feedback, or on signs coming in, external stimulus coming in, which makes me feel more complete and needed. This is a warning sign that I need to get on top of those other things, to do that in my own way and not be reliant on email and other people to complete that circle of my own life. So if you do that, if you think there's a little buzz in your pocket occasionally, not that kind, and it turns out there isn't a phone call going off, there isn't a text, nothing's happening, it's because you are waiting and you are over reliant on other people's input and approval on you, and you don't need other people's approval because you are you and you are in charge of that. A note on emails though. One, if you can avoid checking them after hours, do so, because you need some quiet in your life. You need to bring down and deregulate your brain to give it time to be more creative. Stop putting things into it and let it generate its own things. This is a fundamental part of being creative. If you are waiting for other things, external things, to solve your creative problems, you're going about it the wrong way, unless that nugget happens to fly across your timeline or your inbox at the exactly right moment, which occasionally happens, but is not what you should be looking for. You need to be looking internally more. Another thing, okay, don't check them, don't send them after hours. Sometimes you need to get ahead of your work and make sure that your next day is clear so that you can rest easy, go to bed knowing you've done your best, and that your plate is clear enough that you're giving yourself the best chance on the next day's creative work. What you don't have to do is hit send, or you can hit send later, which is a great little function. Hit it for, I tend to do it for the morning, so people can themselves come in and get whatever message you wanted early on. But basically, don't rely on inputs, and don't show off that you're working late, because it's nothing to show off about. It's great that if you think you need to clear your head and get your decks done so that you're ready for tomorrow and you get it done, but do it for you, not for them. Don't wait to get that approval for them. Sure, if they are waiting because they need to see something, if they need to contribute to something and you've pre-arranged, do a pre-arrangement. Say, sorry, I'm going to be working late tonight. I suspect you are too, but tell me if you're not, and I won't share emails with you. Equally, if you're calling people and they don't respond after a couple of messages, like if it's a Teams message, a couple of rings, just kill it. And if they don't want to talk, they don't want to talk. Everyone's different. In fact, having someone not talk to you when they don't want to is often a good thing. You don't want to be having a conversation with someone who doesn't want to be having a conversation with you. So save looking at emails, save sending emails. They're super useful, but time and place for them. And remember, when you are sending emails, I don't even need to tell you this, tone can be lost. Even if you're a copywriter, tone can be lost. Flood those things with emojis. Or if you're worried about something, just say, look, just be candid. Just say, I'm a little worried. Can we have a phone call? One last point on that. Phone calls are good. You know what? It's really easy to sit behind emails and defer and put off and put up that little electronic barrier between you and people. If you can just walk down the corridor and talk to someone, if you can just pick up the phone or FaceTime them, it can be a bit more time consuming, it can be a bit more draining, but it can also give you much more, and all those connections that you really need are worth much more than a ping in your email inbox. So it's getting late, I need to get off my screens, so I'm fresh for tomorrow. Hope this is of some help for you. Good night.